Hey everyone, this is Norris Tony coming back to you all with another video. I'm going to be reading from my book, Walk in Faith. I'm going to read a Bible verse and then I'm going to read a prayer. A man that had friends must shew himself friendly, and there is a friend that stick closer than a brother. That's from the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 24. Here's the prayer. God has sent us loved one. Let me start over. God has sent us loved ones in the form of human angels to help us get through the challenges of being alive. These angels may be friends, family, or even strangers who appear when we most need them. When we feel alone, we must have faith that angels are all around us, ready to help us find our way again. That's what I need right there. Help me find my way again. Well, I'm going to read an article. It's from 4 days ago. It's from NBCChicago.com, and it's called Charges Against Mom and slash teen son in Chicago restaurant shooting dropped due to emerging evidence. The Court County State's Attorney's Office said it reviewed the case against Carlisha Hood and her 14-year-old son, and in light of emerging evidence, moved to dismiss charges against both. Murder charges against a mother and her 14-year-old son, who authorities said was ordered by his mother to shoot a man at a Chicago restaurant, have been dropped, prosecutors announced Monday. The Cook County State's Attorney's Office said it reviewed the case against Carlisha Hood and her 14-year-old son, and in light of emerging evidence, moved to dismiss charges against both. Based upon the facts, evidence, and the law, we are unable to meet our burden of proof in the prosecution of these cases, a statement from the office read. Hood, 35, and her teen son were facing murder charges following the incident, which took place at a Maxwell Street Express on the city's southwest side earlier this month. Well, that was last month, earlier June. Police had said Hood was in an argument with 32-year-old Jeremy Brown while waiting in line for food at the restaurant located at 11656 South Halstead Street. Hood then reportedly texted her son and had him come to the restaurant as the argument turned physical. Officials alleged Brown punched Hood in the head, and Hood's son took out a gun, shooting Brown in the back, the Chicago Sun-Times reported. The teen continued shooting as Brown ran from the store, with both the teen and his mother following Brown into the parking lot. Prosecutors reportedly said Hood told her son to keep shooting Brown and kill him. After the teen stopped shooting at Brown, his mother allegedly told him to shoot Brown's girlfriend, who authorities said encouraged Brown during the earlier altercation. Prosecutors also reportedly said Hood tried to grab the gun herself before her son shoved her off, and the two fled the scene. Brown ultimately died from his injuries, police said. The scene was captured on surveillance video, which was released by police and showed Hood ordering food and her son opening fire both in the restaurant and the parking lot before the pair left the scene. Additional footage started circulating on social media showing Brown repeatedly striking Hood prior to the shooting. If you say one more thing, I'm going to knock you out, Brown says in the video before striking Hood. The footage ended with what sounded like a gunshot as Brown continued punching Hood. Hood and her son surrendered to police on Wednesday and were arrested by authorities, Chicago police said. They were both charged with first-degree murder, and Hood faced an additional charge of contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Prosecute Prosecutors said Hood, who had no criminal background, also had a valid firearm owner's identification card and a permit to carry a concealed weapon. Okay, and that's the end of the article. But in another article, it said that Hood, that Carlisha was gonna sue the police department, that she filed a lawsuit, against the police department, which is a good thing. And I'm gonna read up right quick what it's based off of. And this is in a different article. I'm just gonna read a little bit of this. A tort lawsuit filed by Hood, which was Tuesday in Court County Circuit Court, names the city of Chicago and 5 police officers as defendants and alleges false arrest, malicious malicious prosecution, and emotional distress. Okay, I just read that from another article. But okay, yeah, if I was Carlisha Hood, I would file a lawsuit. She needs to get justice. Because she did get falsely accused and falsely arrested. For self defense, because that's what that was. Self defense. What happened? What her son did to protect her. But before I go into all of that, I'm gonna say that the man, Jeremy Brown, he abused women before. I believe that you don't just meet a strange person, start arguing with them, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you just start hitting them. To me, that lets me know that he abused women before. He probably hit his girlfriend, who he was with at the time. He probably put his hands on her before, probably in private or whatever. But he probably put his hands on her, either her or other women he dated before her. So to me, in my opinion, I feel like he had a history of abusing women. It just happened to be that day at the hot dog stand or at the restaurant, he ran into the wrong woman. He put his hands on the wrong woman, basically. But but before I go into all of that, I just want to say I don't care what Carlisha was saying to him. What went down. He still didn't have no right to threaten her. Not only threaten her, but follow through with the threat and put his hands on her. He had no business putting his hands on her. He didn't even know her. And that argument that him and her had, it could and should have been avoided. There's no way that argument should have happened. And then his girlfriend was there with him. She was one of the bystanders. She could have stepped in and said something to him. Either her or it was some grown men there too, allegedly. It was other grown people there, including men. They should have stepped in and intervened and did something about it. They could have stepped in and did something about that argument, got in between the two, but they did nothing either. So it's like y'all saw what was going on. Y'all had an opportunity to do something about it, and you didn't do anything about it. So shame on y'all. So y'all just watched the man. Well, the fight was, or the attack was recorded by a local activist. So that's who recorded the attack, the assault. The activists are the activists, whoever this person is. I read in another article on the internet, stepped in and recorded the incident, and turned it in to the police. Shout out to that person. But anyway, yeah, them bystanders didn't do nothing. They didn't say nothing. They didn't do anything. And the girlfriend was encouraging him to hit the woman. The girlfriend encouraged it. Like she was laughing. She egged him on. She didn't do or say nothing about it. So Carlisha, while she was being attacked, was able to test her son to come in, bring or come into the restaurant. Basically bring the gun to her. But he saw that his mother was still being attacked, so he pulled out the gun. The 14-year-old son pulls out the gun and then starts proceeding to shoot at Brown. And I don't blame the 14-year-old son. I don't blame him for shooting at that man because if I walk into a restaurant and I saw a man physically abusing my mother or putting his hands on my mama, trying to, hurting her, basically attacking her, I'm going to defend my mama too. So the 14-year-old had every right to defend his mother. She just wanted him to come bring the gun to her. She didn't tell the son to shoot the man. I don't believe she did. I just felt like she wanted, to do it herself. But, the son saw that she couldn't do it, so he did it. And then they chased him outside, and then he shot Brown in the back twice. And the girlfriend, I wonder, well, to hell with her, cause I ain't got nothing to say about her. Screw her for not even saying nothing or trying to stop her boyfriend from attacking Carlisha in the first place. So as far as I'm concerned, Jeremy Brown. He started the fight physically. He physically started, the whole situation when it could have been avoided altogether. If somebody in your face arguing with you, sometimes that's hard to walk away from. In Carlisha's case, so she started to stand up for herself, and the man threatened her. He couldn't take that she was standing up to him, so he physically tried to shut her up himself by attacking her. And the son came in there and defended his mother, point blank, period. And then the bystanders, they didn't do nothing except for call the police. And then later on, they wanted to criticize the son and have something to say about him defending his mother. When they should have stepped in there and defended, and stopped the situation. They could have stopped the situation from escalating. They did nothing. So I do not feel sorry for Jeremy Brown. I don't feel sorry for him at all because he met his match that day. He put his hands on the wrong woman. He got exactly what he asked for. He got what he deserved. You put your hands on somebody who you don't know. You don't know what that person have. You don't know if they got a gun or what they have. If they have backup, you don't know that. So he put his hands on her thinking that he was going to overpower her and he was going to influence or go basically make her stop talking physically. And so she tested her son. Her son came in there and showed him what was up. He showed him that, hey, you're not going to put your hands on my mother and get away with it. So I just hope that the 14-year-old, I know that's what him and Carlisha, they didn't expect that to happen. They didn't expect to walk in that restaurant, order food, and then all of a sudden she didn't expect to get into no argument and get physically attacked. She didn't plan that. She didn't expect that. It just happened out of nowhere. So the son didn't expect to have to do that, but he did what he had to do. I just hope that the young man gets, therapy, gets the help that he needs because that's a traumatic experience. That situation is something that can come back to haunt him for the rest of his life. Like that man gonna be haunting that young boy for the rest of his life. So I just hope that he gets the help that he needs. in the therapy and the healing that he needs to get through that situation, because that's not an easy situation for a child or for even Carlisha Hood to deal with. So they both need help to get through that situation together. I'm just glad that the charges got dropped against Carlisha and her son, because that was self defense. And she had a license, a concealed license to carry a weapon, which was even better. So she had a right to protect herself. Her son had a right to protect her. So shout out to the son and to the mother. I'm so glad I could just clap my hands. I'm glad that, Carlisha Hood and her son got cleared of those charges. They shouldn't have never got arrested in the first place, because that was self defense. So, like I said, as far as the Mr. Brown is concerned, like I said before, he got what he asked for. He had no business putting his hands on that woman, and that girlfriend should be ashamed of herself for not even trying to stop him. And the other bystanders that should have did something didn't do anything. And then, later on the internet, on Twitter, the girlfriend was talking about how she was going to miss Brown and all that different stuff. And then another man came out, a side man came out and, commented under her tweet and said that the Brown dude, I think Anthony Brown, was on the down low, that he was involved in a relationship with him. So it's like, man, your boyfriend was cheating on you with another man, allegedly. And you didn't even know that. So if that's true and he was cheating on you, then girl, that's a good thing that you don't have to deal with that man no more. If I was you, baby girl, I would get tested and make sure I don't have no diseases, because you don't know how many people that Anthony Brown cheated on you with. You don't know. But anyway, you know, I just want to say that Carlisha Hood, I hope that she gets the justice that she deserves. She does this lawsuit. I don't blame her. I would have filed that lawsuit too. I would have sued the prosecution office. Absolutely, the department needs to be sued, and I hope that she wins her lawsuit. And then another thing, you men out there, a lot of you abusive woman beater men out there, y'all gonna get enough for get enough of y'all gonna get enough of putting your hands on women. Y'all need to stop that. Y'all need to get therapy. Y'all need to get help. Y'all need to work through your issues. Y'all need to get anger management. Whoever whoever you are, whoever you are out there, y'all gonna get enough of putting your hands on women, because let this situation be a lesson to y'all. Stop putting your hands on women. Stop attacking women. Especially black men. Stop putting your hands on black women and women, period. Like I said, if you get mad and you get upset, walk away from the situation. Work on yourself. Get some help. Get some help. Get some counseling. Work through your anger management issues. Do something with yourself. Don't just sit up there and just act out of anger, because when you do that, you can suffer the consequences for your actions. You don't want to end up like Anthony Brown, especially if you're in a relationship with a woman and her son sees you or her child sees you abusing the mama or attacking the mama, his or her mama. They gonna step in most likely and try to protect their parent, their mother. So if you don't want that happening to you, you men need to work on your anger management issues. Keep your hands to yourself. If you don't want to get possibly hurt or worse, keep your hands off of women. Stop putting your hands on women. Be better men. Be better and do better. But anyway, shout out to Carlisha Hood and her son for getting freed of those charges. I'm happy for you all. I hope you both get the help that you need and get the justice that you need. But until then, I hope you all like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Please like my channel because or like my video because it helps my channel. But anyway, I hope you all like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Thanks for watching, and you all have a good Saturday. Peace.